Here we are in the Personal Math Trainer, and again, we found that by logging into Think Central, looking at the things to do, and clicking on the assignment. So this is for lesson 6.5, but the Personal Math Trainer that any of the assignments have the features that I'm going to be reviewing today. So even if you've started or completed this particular assignment, I'd still like you to watch the video and make sure you understand that these resources are here to help you if the content becomes difficult and you need some support. So we're on problem number 1, and the first thing to do always is to read carefully the question. The dots in this picture are 1 centimeter apart. Use this rectangle to answer the question. What part of the rectangle is its perimeter? Well, in order to answer this question, I need to know what perimeter means. So I have 3 choices here, but before I just pick one, if I'm really not sure what perimeter is, I have some options. My first option is that I can click View Example, and the Math Trainer is going to show me how to solve this particular problem and then give me an opportunity to try again. So I'm going to show you that first. So if you don't know the answer, instead of just guessing, first come to View Example. So here you see the same exact question, what part of the rectangle is its perimeter, but they're giving me an example of what the thoughts are that I need to have to be able to answer this question. What is the perimeter of a shape? The perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. Around the outside of the shape. A rectangle is a figure with 4 straight sides and 4 right angles. The red sides are the perimeter of a rectangle. The red sides are the perimeter of this rectangle. So that helps me, but that's already shown me the answer to number 1. So now I need to go down here and click Try Another. You can see that it's a very similar question, or a similar shape. What part of the rectangle is its perimeter? But now, because I viewed the example, I know the perimeter is the red sides, the outside of the shape. So now I can click B with confidence that I have answered the question correctly. So I'll go to Next. And this is a similar question. The dots in this picture are 1 centimeter apart. Use this rectangle to answer the question, what is the perimeter? So again, just for example, if I don't know what perimeter is, another option besides View Example is to get step-by-step directions. When you click step-by-step, it's going to tell you step 1 is to first define what the perimeter of a shape is. What is the perimeter of this shape? Is it the length multiplied by the width, the sum of the length and the width, the distance around the outside of the rectangle? So if I choose the wrong answer, it's going to answer step 1 for me here and say the perimeter is actually the distance around the outside of the rectangle. And you can see some more details here. So it will correct you for each step. And then step 2 is a rectangle is a figure with 4 straight sides and 4 right angles. This means the perimeter is the sum of the 4 sides. The rectangle has, and then it gives me some options here. So I'm going to be looking for the length and the width. I can see the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the width is 1, 2, 3. So length is 5, width is 3. I'm going to click Next. Step 3, add to find the perimeter. 5 plus 5 plus 3 plus 3. And again, let's see what happens if I answer incorrectly, just so we can get an idea of the support that the trainer offers. So it just ignores my answer and will show you the correct sum of the sides is 16. Step 4 out of 4 is to now answer the question. which I can do 16, and because it was centimeters, it's going to be centimeters here, not square centimeters, because this is not a question about area. Okay, so now just like with the view example, since I received the step-by-step support, I need to click on try another, and it will give me a very similar question. Okay, and so I'm going to remember what I did in the steps, which was that I counted the length, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this one, and the width is 1, 2. Now here, friends, you probably need to use some scrap paper and a pencil to write down the equation of 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. So even though we're doing work digitally, it's important to have scrap paper to help you. I know that 4 plus 4 is 8, and then I'm going to add 9, 10, 11, 12, and choose centimeters, not square centimeters, because this is perimeter, the length. Click next. Okay, so another option if you are needing assistance is to click on the textbook. It says identify a rectangle 7 centimeters long and 3 centimeters wide on the dots. Find the perimeter and area. So it's really important that I read those directions. Select the correct rectangle below. So I'm looking for a rectangle 7 centimeters long, 3 centimeters wide. So I can see this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's not enough. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 centimeters long. Let's see if it's 3 wide. Yep. So I'm thinking that we're talking about this rectangle. So I've now identified it, but I also need to find the perimeter and the area. So if I need some support, again, I can view an example or get step-by-step instruction. I can also go to the textbook. So let's click on textbook. Understand area. So this is my learning objective, is to explore perimeter and area as attributes of polygons. So this gives me some basic information and steps. It tells me about what a unit square is, what area is, reminding me about how to find the area. And I'm having trouble scrolling down on my computer, but you can see, you should be able to scroll up. Let's see if I can minimize. Okay. So it takes me through the steps for how to find area of the shape, and then even some practice opportunities. Okay, so that should give you a review of 3 different choices, resources to use to help you when you're using the personal math trainer. I really don't want anyone to just be taking guesses, because you have these resources to help you. You do have the option to check your answer as well, and you'll see that it gives me even some reminders here. If I don't read these reminders, I'm missing an opportunity to learn. The perimeter is the distance around the rectangle. Add the length of all the sides. Okay, so that's just what a teacher would tell you if you were not sure how to answer this question. The area is the number of square units inside the rectangle. Multiply the side lengths. So there, I just got information to help me. So just to finish this one, 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 is going to be my perimeter, the length around the edge of the shape. And then the area, remember, is to multiply length times width. 7 times 3, I've practiced my math facts, it's 21, and because it's area, I must choose square centimeters. I'm counting these squares. If I were to count each of these squares, I would get 21. Check my answer. Well done. All right, and so you would want to proceed through all of these through number 10. Okay, and then the last step is to make sure that, oh, there's number 11. Okay, so go through to the end, and then when you have completed everything, then I will be able to see how you did on the assignment. And again, just encouraging you to look at view example, step by step, and maybe the textbook as well if you need that extra support.